Hi, this is Ron Miller. I am creating a video series on how to create a web store using the GearUp Sports OpenCart platform. This first video is about creating a shell, and we'll just get right into it. A shell is an empty store. This is a full store, but it'll give you an idea of what we're talking about. This is Hepner. I want to show you just to kind of get you the lay of the land and make sure we're all talking about the same terminology. This is the logo, and we create this, and you'll see, I'll walk you through that process. This is the menu bar, and in this store, you'll see there are 3 sports. We're kind of getting away from this, and you'll see that, but we are using the menu bar for youth sizes, and I'll show you that as well. This is the header. The header is usually 3 images. They are on a slider, and it's really mostly there for branding, although there are 3 important reminders for customers. This section here is a container that holds HTML, and we can put anything there. You can be creative. I've done a couple of stores where I had to be, but usually what I'm putting here is text that's telling people that down here in the featured section they will find the only adult sizes. If they want youth sizes, they're under the tabs up above. And that really is the point of that, is that we don't sell a lot of youth sizes, and they clutter up this featured page. And it would just, if we added this, how many for football, there are 7 youth items, and that would just make this that much longer and that much harder for a customer to find, the item they're looking for. So that's the point of that. That is Hepner. We'll move on. So this is OpenCart. You've probably seen it. We're going to just jump in here, and I'll show you how to build a shell. So you click on System and then Settings. And I should warn you that my screen lags. It makes it really tricky to show you, and it lags because I'm recording the screen. So you'll have to just bear with me. Alright, first thing is, I've clicked on Settings. I'm here on the store page, and I'm going to enter the URL that we're going to use for this store. And we're building a store for the California redfish. I do it in all lowercase. And then always end these URLs with /. It's really important. It's also really easy to forget. So I'm now going to copy that and paste it into the next field. And here, all I'm doing is adding the letter S so that it makes it a secure page. Down here, I'm going to enter California redfish, and then the words Nike Performance Gear. This is for SEO purposes, and it's on every store. Clicking Store and going to the next tab. California redfish is the name of the store. The store owner is always GearUp Sports. Then in the address field, I'm going to go off screen here and grab a snippet of text I have and paste it in here. I use this kind of as a scratch pad, and it saves me grabbing text from another screen, and it goes a lot faster. So there. This page, everything else we don't touch. So this is ready to go. Click on the local tab, and there's nothing to do here. It's set, so don't change a thing. On the option tab, all we're going to do is go down here to guest checkout and click yes. That toggles on. Now for the image. The store logo, I showed you on the Hepner store what the logo is. We need to create that. So now I'm going to go over to drop down here to Photoshop. And I have 2 templates I'll show you for creating the graphics for the website. This is the logo 200, and the redfish color is red. It just makes this a little easier to have all the colors already ready on layers. We're going to use small type. These are really just options over here to kind of help you find the size type you want. Every store obviously has a different name, and so I'm just trying to make it fit. And that looks kind of small, so this is an example where I'm going to make it a little bigger. And the swoosh, I have two size swooshes as layers. This is the small swoosh, and that looks about what I'm looking for. So I'm going to save it. And I have a favorite folder set up to make it go a little easier for me, so I'm not hunting around. And there's the logo 200, and I just save it with that name. It doesn't matter. I do save it at full resolution. So that's the logo. Make the header images. And this is another template with a lot of layers. It's a giant file. And it's constantly changing. And so you'll see over here on anything over on the right that some of the layers have names and some don't. That's really just a function of it just changing all the time and never keeping up with naming. And but you know, because every store is different. And so, and actually, we're just going to call this redfish. And I'll drag it over. Now this is an opportunity, the one opportunity to be a little creative, since this is for branding purposes. We could actually do one image and just do it on every store, but it wouldn't be very interesting for you, the designer, or you got to do something to keep your interest, right? So there is the header. I can change the size, whatever it takes to make me feel like I like the design. Now I will tell you that most stores follow a standard of having the text go to at least one corner. So I like it to bleed off the sides. So that's probably the only design rule. Oh, that and over here on the left, the two logos are on a layer and they stay exactly where they are. I never move this text here, but it changes for images. But I'll show you that in a second. Let's see. Redfish is a basketball store, so we're gonna. I also have some filters that are just there to make the text easier to read. Because that text is jumping off the page right now, I don't need to do anything, change these filters. But so I'm just going to leave it as is. But there'll be an image here in a second where I'll use that. So I'm going to save this. California redfish. Header 100. That's my naming convention. They are numbered 100, 101, and 102. But then down the road, as seasons pass, that number goes up, and you'll see some stores are have much bigger numbers. I don't want the files to overwrite, so I give them a different name each time. So I'm shooting for a size here of about 300 to 400K. This at 600 is too big, so I'm just going to change the resolution of the image down to 10, which now gives me a 300K file, and that's perfect. So now I turn off that piece of text, and I turn on header, and I'm going to find another basketball picture. We're going to use this one. Now it's again, this is not the best example right here, but you can see over here, over by the R on redfish, that it's kind of getting lost in that sun's star or burst. If I add these filters, it makes it a little easier to see, and that's the purpose of it, is really just to make the text more readable. So I am going to turn that one on. Seems good and readable to me now. Click on that and then change that to 1. Looks like I can go up with the resolution. That's good. Alright, turn this snippet off and turn this snippet on, and then go find another basketball picture. Looks like I don't need any filters, so I'm going to turn that off. Save as. All right, so now I can make Photoshop. We're back here to OpenCart, and I'm going to upload the store logo. Now the team is the California Redfish. This is the image manager, and every image, all the products, all the garments, jerseys, everything is in here, and it's organized alphabetically first. And that I say that, but it's only mostly. You can see down here the Lakewood Cougars. I think they were probably the very first store built, and in their own folder. So, anyway, click on C for California, and then I'm going to create a folder for the California Redfish, and click the blue plus, and the directory's been created. Now we're lucky because it's near the top of the alphabetical list. You can see with the C's there are actually 2 pages, so you might have to contend with building the Crook County store, and it just adds a click to your life, and you'll rue that day. But in the meantime, California Redfish is conveniently located, and I've clicked on it, and now I'm uploading the images we just created in Photoshop. These 4 images go up. Click choose and close, and I'm going to grab the logo. Now the icon is in some browsers and in some places there's a little icon that that is for the for the store. What we use is a green swoosh, and you'll find it not on the first page of the image library, but here on the second. It's the very first free item, loose item at the bottom. So I grab it. That's what it looks like. The use SSL, I toggle that on, and now I click save. The computer lags because I'm recording my screen, and it seems to lag a lot right now. There it goes. All right. Now over here on the left, we're going to go up to design. That's the next stop on this tour. And under design is banners. This is the headers, and we need to assign those to a name and get that set up. So click banners. Now I'm going to go over here into the blue plus and click new and create the banner. California Redfish banner. I like adding the word of what it is afterwards. You'll see that again a few times here. And they are always named header 100, header 101, and header 102. The sort order 1, 2, 3, and now we'll upload those images. So click on C, California Redfish, image 1. Click, click, image 2. And the third image. And now I go up here to the blue save icon and click save. Now we go up to extensions, and you go extensions. Do that again. Maybe it's not working. There it goes. All right. We're going to start at the bottom, and I click on this, and I go down here to order totals. Now I understand we are moving to Avalara, but in the meantime we are still using TaxCloud, so I need to set it up for TaxCloud. The very bottom is the TaxCloud integration. I click the blue pencil, and then up here there are 3 tabs. It's the far right tab, order criteria, that I care about, and I'm going to just scroll down here until I find California Redfish and turn it on, and then click save. And now it's collecting sales tax, the store we're building. I wait till it says saved up here in the green button said saved, and now I'm going to click on extensions again and go down to shipping. Now at the very bottom here, or near the bottom, Advanced Shipping Pro is what we're going to click on, the blue pencil. And you'll see our current standard shipping options. This is a California store, and so we're using a flat rate of $7.50. And I'm going to click on the pencil paper icon to open it. And don't touch anything else on this page, but go down here to stores, and when you hover over it, it opens up it springs open. And I'm just going to scroll down and find California Redfish. And that now turns on the $7.50 flat rate shipping option. Over here in the middle one is save all shipping rates. And we're done with this for now. Click extensions. And now we're going to modules. There are a few things we need to do here. There it goes. First, you scroll down not very far, and you get to featured. And click the blue plus, and we need to create the featured section. Again, this is California Redfish. The limit gets changed to 32. Alright, now we're going to scroll down quite a bit this time. Every store is here, so it's a long list, getting longer every day. So here is Slideshow. And Slideshow, we're going to click the blue plus. Yeah. It's funny to type when it's lagging. Alright. The banner we want to choose is California Redfish. This is the banner we created a couple minutes ago. California Redfish banner. Now the width is 1600 pixels and the height is 475. And then you change the status to enabled. And those are always the same, those numbers. Click the blue save. And then while we're here, I want to show you one other thing. And this is where the HTML is, and for that middle section on this store. I have to scroll down, and it's between featured and slideshow is this area, HTML content. And there have been a few things you can see that are created here. What we're going to use is youth sizes above. You'll see that later. I'll show you how to enable that. But it's the youth sizes above that we are using for this store. So just wanted to show you that. Scroll all the way up. And we're done with the extension section. I'm going to go up here to catalog and go to categories. And here, I'm going to scroll down, and at the very bottom, we want to go to the very end of the list, and that's what this icon means. If I click on it, it will go to the very end, and I want to go to the very end because youth sizes, I know, is the very last item in the store, in the list. So I click on it, and what this will do is add youth items to the menu bar that's at the top of the store. I'm going to click on data. It's going really slow. Click on data. I can show you that there's a cure here. If you make this go away when your computer is lagging a little bit, you might click here, but it's because it's going to open that sidebar in a minute. It thinks you clicked on whatever was over there. So that's what just happened. But I made it. I accordioned that sidebar away so it won't do that this time. But I'll click on data. And then here under stores, you will be able to scroll down here once the computer catches up with me. There it goes. And I'm looking for, and it's funny that it wants to scroll the page to, there it is, California Redfish. And I check the box. And click save. So I'm now going to unaccordion. And last thing to do here is under design, there is this thing, layouts. Click that. And we're going to create a brand new layout. And we're going to name it click the blue plus and find the name of the store, which is right there. And under root, I'm going to type in common /home. This is the path to where the store is, and so we've just set that. If the store doesn't work, this is a place where a typo might occur that you would want to go back to and confirm it works. But it doesn't look like it, but this content top is the entire layout for the store. And I'll show you what you do. You click the plus 3 times. And at the very top of the store, we want the slideshow to run. So I'm clicking on that box. And these are the featured. I want to go to slideshow. And it's California redfish. There. Now I should point out that it looks like you should be clicking on this blue pencil icon. Everywhere else in the admin area, that's kind of what they're wanting you to do. But if you click on that, you leave this whole page and you have to go build all this again. So don't click on this pull down menu in the middle. And here is where we're going to grab that text that says that youth items are up above under a tab. So scrolling to between slideshow and features. And of course, it goes too far because everything's lagging. This is really tricky. Probably doesn't look it, but it is. So I click on youth sizes above, and then the bottom part of the page is going to be the featured section. And so I'm scrolling down to find California redfish, and notice I didn't type in the word featured after that. I try to do that. You caught me in a mistake. So those are ready, and I'm going to click save. And now I'm going to open a new browser window, and I'm going to go to california.gearupsports.net. Now, if I did everything right, the shell will appear. And there it is. We did it right. This is the menu bar, and now what I have here is youth sizes. Of course, if I click on it, nothing will show up. It'll tell us that there are no products in this category, but it's ready for us when we start adding products. And then this is the header image, and then this is the HTML text. Now, you'll see there's nothing here for featured, but we know we set that up. It's just waiting for us to add stuff, and then it will appear. So that is how to create a shell. I appreciate your attention, and if you have any questions, of course, you can always contact me. My email address is rmiller@gearupsports.net. Thanks.